Yeah,
right.
sure.
Fulham 0, Manchester United 1. It took Manchester United 78 minutes to shoot their first shot on target. 78 minutes. Manchester United. So what do you have to say? Valentine, good evening. You're welcome on board. What do you have to say? Did
Good
you really
evening.
enjoy
Thank
the
you.
game? I know that the 3 points is very, very important. Football is about results, 3 points, and the rest. But did you really enjoy the game?
It was one of the worst games I've watched in a very long time, based on the performance, the gameplay, the tempo of the game, how the game went. It was really boring. But, at this point now, where Manchester United are, the 3 points are more important than the pattern and everything, the play and whatever it is. We are fighting this more or less like we are fighting for our lives right now. So, I'll just take the 3 points for today and look on to the next one. Let's see how it goes.
But what do you think Ruben Amorim needs to do? Do you believe that
What?
it's time for Ruben Amorim to say, okay, guys, let's go for results and forget about these three at the back or all those kind of things? Is it time for him to say, let's forget about system and go for results, or stick to a system? Do you want it to stick to that system?
No, I'm not saying that like they should just focus on results and forget about the system. No, not at all, not at all. I'm more in support of, okay, we need a shocker. I will not lie to you. I will not lie to you. I've been telling a few of
Um,
my friends who are United
what do you mean by
fans that
shocker?
we need something.
What do you mean by that?
Like something that will let the club know that we are not United of before. Do you
Okay.
understand? Because there are still people that are comparing now and our glory days. Those days are gone. We have to be honest with ourselves. And I've been saying it for years that most of the players we've been bringing in, and some that we've been giving crazy amount of money as salary, don't deserve it. And I'm glad that we've gotten to it. Yeah, we've gotten, no, we know, everybody knows the example. Marcus Rashford is the biggest example of them all. After we made now, then the next one for me, big money for no reason, was Marcus Rashford. Because you can't tell me that that guy is the same guy from 2 seasons ago. And I've been saying it that this guy is just an on and off guy. He's one of them English guys. Sorry to say, but I'm one of those guys that don't believe that English players are all that. I'm one of those people. I always say it. These guys are
they
not.
have the
They
media,
cannot in a year. They cannot
they
give
have the
you
media.
30 good games.
They know how to hype their players.
Yes, they have their media hype around them. Yes, yes, yes. Look at Cole Palmer. Sorry to say, but look at Cole Palmer on a certain level. Big games, they ghost. You understand? And back to our team. Our team is right now, it's just, the grace of God that we're using to win some games, and then, okay, today now, let's not really, let's look at it from this perspective. At least today we didn't concede a goal.
Yeah.
If I'm making sense, because mind you, for the past how many matches, even if we are winning match 3-0, they must score. They must score. So on the brighter side, okay, today, one clean sheet, 1-0, we'll take it. We go again. Now we are 12th. Hopefully, if we win again, 3 points, 32 points. Probably we enter the other half of the table. Hopefully. But we'll take the 3 points today. But that system, we need to stick to the system. I believe so much in this system for some reason, because in a very long time, we've never had a pattern. To be honest, since Ole left, I think the last time we had a pattern was with Ole. Ten Hag wanted to bring his pattern, but the players made him change his pattern. So I like this guy for sticking to what he believes in. If I fail, I fail that I know that I failed by myself. And I thank God that he came. Now everybody knows that most of these players are rubbish.
Okay, now let's talk about, since you say players are rubbish, I'm using your point now. Let's talk about
No.
Højlund. No, let's
Not
talk about
rubbish per
Højlund.
se, but they are below the level that we feel they are.
Okay. So now let's talk about Højlund. How was his performance today? What do you have to say about it?
Bro, I don't really converse football just from the aspect of watching it. I know football is not easy. You understand? It's not easy. It's not an easy. People feel like they pay these people plenty money and all that. They should be, yes, they should focus on their job, and that is the only thing they do for a living. But at the same time, it's still not easy. You understand? When you're a striker, what they used to justify everything you do is you score goal. You understand? Normally, if you go somewhere, you will not ask who play where. You go first question you ask is who win.
Who win?
Then
Yeah.
you now ask who score.
Yeah.
The next thing I now ask is who score. Maybe later now when I don't discuss all those ones, I can't say who play where.
Yeah.
But since Hoyland came, I won't lie to you, I have not been impressed. I was backing him because I watched him at Atlanta. It's not that prolific, but like a raw material that I felt like, with time he would learn something. Sometimes his problem is he hangs on the ball too much. It's crazy to say that someone that, yes, he can actually guide the ball, but to an extent. But you're not all that strong. You're not some Adama Traore that can hold the ball and five people will hold him.
Maybe
You
it's because
understand? You're just
he thinks he's a Viking, so he has the strength to do it.
he thinks, but the strength is not like that. You understand? It's very another disappointing performance from him. It's one of those things that when a team is not doing well, it seems like everybody will they go after the strikers, but it's the team generally because if you feed him the right way, he will score. That's what I think. And sometimes his runs are off. Like he makes some kind of funny runs that I don't understand the ideology behind the runs. You'll be running behind the defender where you want to score a goal. You're supposed to attack the ball. You're running behind the defender. Hopefully he gets better, but today disappointing again.
And my problem is with him is that is he focuses more on the defender instead of the ball. He fights his defenders more than the ball. Even this guy too said it.
That's exactly
And the
my
coach,
point. There's some balls,
and the
just
coach too
steal
said
it.
it.
Still. Yeah. Just steal the ball.
So
When
what?
we were going for him, I was of the opinion that at that point when we got Hoyland, I was more of the opinion that that same money we gave to them, if we had step up for Vlahovic, which is almost a similar striker to him, they are almost the same thing. It's just that okay, Vlahovic is more stronger and more clinical than he
Maybe
is.
older, yeah.
You understand? So I don't know. We've made the signing, and we still have a long way with this guy. So all we have to do is just believe and right now is just to back them. We don't have an option because most of these guys are on new contracts. They can't be shipped out just like
You
that.
can't sell them easily. You can't sell them
Yeah, at
easily.
all.
So finally, before we go, what do you think Amorim needs to do to improve this team? Final question.
Okay. Our players, yeah, the ones that we have right now, if they can just fully buy into this idea and say, okay, I play for Manchester United. This is one of the biggest clubs in this world. I know that in recent times people will say, wait till I don't do, wait till I don't win. But we know who we are. We are Manchester United. They should just buy into this idea. You understand? You're not a robot that you cannot change. You've not been programmed to do one thing all your life. You understand? You're a professional. You're supposed to be flexible.
Yeah.
You get. So what we need is this player should buy into the idea for the rest of the season. You understand? Believe in this pattern. I believe that then what we do is next season we try to offload. We have a lot of people that in my opinion, they need to go. People like Luke Shaw, he doesn't play. You
Yeah.
understand? He's barely fit. He needs to go. Sorry to say, but it hasn't worked out with Mason Mount. He could work out somewhere else. He could go somewhere else and the injuries could stop. Sometimes things like this do happen, but I'm not saying he's a bad player totally. But it hasn't worked. He needs to go. Malasia needs to go. Of course, some would say that this guy doesn't know ball or whatever it is, but I have my choice. And to an extent, if you see the way the team plays, they need a certain type of players to play this pattern of football. You understand? It's more like It's a defensive game, but when we lose the ball, what the man wants is game pressing. So there are some players in that team that cannot do that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to say, but people like Kobe Mino cannot do that. He
Yeah.
can't. He can't. And the way the team is, yes, the way the team is playing, sorry, we don't need passengers. We need people that are active. And it's crazy, but I would still say if it's possible, yes, he's homegrown, our talents, Barcelona are doing it with their talents and all that and all that. But the players in Barcelona fit the pattern of what they are playing. They fit the pattern of the coach. So he doesn't really fit in right now. Another person is Garnacho. I was saying it from the beginning. Garnacho is another Rashford. From the first day, I told John the same thing. I was always saying, I said, guy, this guy is just this kind of player. He's a Martinelli kind of player. See, everybody is saying he's still young, he will still learn. Garnacho no go play ball pass like this. I dey tell you, Garnacho will not play more than this. This is Garnacho's highest football. If Chelsea want to collect, I say I'm of the opinion they should say. See, I'm telling you, bro. See, Garnacho, yeah. Okay, tell me one thing now. Tell me one thing you can pinpoint now for Garnacho's game that you can tell me. Okay, this Garnacho now. Just the way we look at Yamal now, and we know that okay, if you mix a player one on one, there is 80% to 90% chance that you will dribble the person and you will make the right pass or the right decision to shoot or pass the ball. Can you tell me one thing now you can say, oh, Garnacho sabi do? Even the run seven be the run before the run don't finish.
Yeah, he doesn't run like before. Maybe it was
The
after
run
the
don't finish.
yeah. There was
So
a time
what
he
is
got
he doing
injured
in the
now.
team? What?
As there was a time he had that injury, and I think since when he came back, he has not been that same guy.
That's football for you. You understand? But the truth is the truth. You cannot take away the truth from it. You understand? He
Wow.
should go. Dalo should go. Diogo Dalo should go. He should go. I'm telling you, I'm of that opinion that Dalo should go. All them Lindelof, all those ones them with our pensioner Evans, he should go. All those ones they should go.
Huh? All right, Valentine. Thank you very much for joining me.
All right, thank
I'll
you,
see you next
thank you
time.
very much.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.